You should have came and got me for the UFC if you wanted a real champion. I run the octagon.
The Mayweather vs. McGregor money fight set an unprecedented buzz for the world of sports entertainment. The event was so popular that there were outages for pay-per-view buyers as Showtime struggled to keep up with the demand. Despite a few theories that the fight was fixed, overall most people were happy with the outcome of the bout, including the two fighters who walked away with over $100 million in hand. The question is, will there be a rematch?
When I spark you August 26th, I'm gonna make you face me in the rematch in the octagon.
What's going on, guys? My name is Michael McCrudden, and we had two really popular videos that went up over the weekend: The Rich Life of Conor McGregor and The Rich Life of Floyd Mayweather. Of course, we picked up a bunch of new subscribers from those videos, so I wanted to keep the conversation moving along. Also, if you guys like this format, I've been creating more news-focused content on my second channel, McCrudden Entertainment, so be sure to head over there and hit subscribe. A link is down below.
Has McGregor on the run, a sharp left hook, another hook, and it's over. The early rounds has stopped Conor McGregor.
They called it the fight of the century, and with Conor lasting 10 rounds and Mayweather chalking up his record to 50-0, what else could people have asked for? Well, some were hoping that ref Robert Byrd hadn't stepped in, ending the fight in the 10th round. This includes Conor.
I would have liked him to see the end of round 10 and see where it brought us, but you've got to give your hat off to Floyd. A hell of a career. Congratulations.
What would have happened if the fight had continued? I guess we'll never know, unless there is a rematch. Floyd Mayweather has been consistent with his remarks that this will be his last fight ever, but then again, he did retire twice before. Following up with his win to Conor, he stuck to his word that he is done fighting.
Last fight, absolutely?
Yes, last fight, absolutely. So all you young guys, don't call me out. I'm through. I'm an old man and I retire now.
In fairness, it makes little sense for Floyd Mayweather to step back into the ring against Conor or anybody. The win means that Mayweather bested Rocky Marciano's 49-0 career record and added to his resume that already has him pegged as one of the all-time greats. He's proven his point and he's cashed in hard. But the almighty dollar does have a way of making the unthinkable possible. For instance, few people ever imagined that this fight would even happen. So let's take a look at the possibilities of a potential rematch happening between these two fine gentlemen.
But I don't feel like I lost a fight. I feel like I lost a match. Do you know what I mean? Give me a kick in the mouth or something. Do you know what I mean?
Following Floyd Mayweather's win over Conor McGregor, it's estimated that he upped his career earnings over the $1 billion mark. He states that he has enough money that his children's children will never want for anything. But there have also been some speculation that the man has a bit of a gambling problem and has been getting in some trouble with the IRS. Floyd has diversified his portfolio to include multiple mansions throughout the states, and he has multiple businesses in his empire, including a strip club. So unless that all goes tits up, it would be hard to imagine him fighting Conor in the boxing ring once again.
How do you even get this much money? What do you do? Do you go to the bank and say, I need all of it? I want all of the money in your bank.
You can order it.
Oh, you can?
When you order millions of dollars, a Brinks truck comes to your home.
Why not just drive around in one of those things?
I did have, at one particular time, I had a Brinks truck.
You did?
I sold it, yeah.
What's even more unlikely would be Floyd stepping into the UFC octagon. Again, this would only happen if Floyd was in need of money, and this would need to happen fast. With him at a disadvantage to Conor, who's an MMA fighter, and, well, Floyd, he's in his 40s. Sadly, this is a match people will likely have to hold their breath for.
Well, I'm an old man and I retire now.
It seems like a rematch is completely out of the cards, but that doesn't mean Conor McGregor won't continue to compete as a boxer.
What you liked about the boxing business and what you prefer about the MMA business?
The check is all right. The check's not bad. Very good.
Conor admitted himself that the payout was far too sweet in the boxing world, and with him having already risen to the top ranks of the UFC, holding 2 belts, you got to imagine that he is only going to want to strive for bigger fights and bigger paychecks. Dana White isn't too excited about this prospect. His previous star, Ronda Rousey, well, she got married and failed to maintain her superstar status. And then there's UFC's second biggest draw, John Jones, and that dude, he just failed a drug test.
Can you give us a little something? We're gonna go back to the UFC and do what we do, you know?
There was talk that Conor would go for another crack at Nate Diaz in the octagon. This seems like a step backwards, but it's about as big of a draw as the UFC could cook up at the moment. So, look forward to that, I guess. At the time of this recording, both fighters are celebrating their wins. Conor was spotted at a pool party in Vegas, while Mayweather sent Conor an invite to check out his Las Vegas strip club. It will be some time until we see who Conor will be fighting next and in what arena. Let me know which one you would spend your money on to see. Also, be sure to check out my second channel, McCrudden Entertainment, where I'm rolling out more news stories like these. My name is Michael McCrudden, and I bled a little bit that night because as an Irishman, I was rooting for Conor. But I did actually win some money playing poker. I guess it's the luck of the Irish.